Hi guys, good morning. You're welcome back to the channel. How my ex-husband wanted to steal our children away from me, even though I had full custody of the children. It started, it started 4 years ago after the court something. Remember how I told you people that we were going for court cases, you understand? And then reached out to him for us to reconcile. Mhm. So during that period, he called me one day and he said, Shebi, I have international passport. I told him, yes, I have. He said, that he wants his children to have international passport too. He wasn't married at this time. Oh. That he wants his children to have international passport too, just in case of incasity. That this country now, nobody knows what is going to happen next. So that, he can start making arrangement for him and his family to, just in case, so that if anything happens, they can comfortably leave Nigeria. He wasn't married then. Oh, please don't get me wrong. He was not married then. And at this point, I've reached out to him so that we can reconcile, even though he hasn't given me any answer at this point. So I said, that is a good thing. It's good for the children to have passport too. He said that him, he has passport, and that me too, the mother have passport, that the children should have passport too. So that in case opportunity comes, we can travel. He said we can travel. And at this point, he hasn't remarried. So I wouldn't know the we he was talking about. So I assumed that the we he was talking about was the four of us. You understand? So I said, yeah, it's okay. And I said, okay. Since because I brought the children to him for them to spend time. It was a period where the children would come and spend time with him, and then after I'll come and pick them up. So when I came to pick them up, he said, okay, let's go to the immigration and get a passport for the children. I said, okay. It was a good idea, sorry. And then I went. However, what saved me was I didn't come with my own international passport. The truth is that I wasn't informed. I didn't know that I was supposed to come with my own passport. I thought if we go there, since both of us are the parents, they give the children the passports and then voila, we go. I didn't know they would need our passport as parents. Or maybe he knew, but personally I didn't know. So when we got there, we started the process. We did they couldn't do thumbprint because they are minors, you understand. So they did this capturing, they did so many things, got their names and everything. So when it was time for them to give us the passport, they said that they'll be needing our passports as a parents, his own passport and my own passport. Remember, we came together as a family. We did not tell them that we were getting any divorce. We did not tell them we were even in the process of divorce. You understand? So they assumed that we are family, husband, wife, and children. So they said, okay, that where's his own passport? He gave them his own passport because he has a soft copy. Where's my own passport? I said, that I didn't know I was supposed to come with my own passport too. He said, no, that they will need my own passport so to be able to get the children's passport. I said, hey, that I did not know that my own is even in Osaka because we were in Abia State and all my area. My own is even in Osaka. They said, okay, that means they'll have to pend. Now, the woman that did this passport for him, that was doing it for us, is a woman that did my first passport, my first international passport. So it's more like his family friend. Abi his family is a sister to him because they are from the same place. So now they didn't know that we were getting divorced. They didn't know anything about it. So they said, okay. And then they said I'll have to get my own passport and then send him the soft copy so that he can forward it to the woman so that the woman can print it. And then he told me that once they print the passport, because I will not be around, and it was during that period when they started, if they get the capturing, the thumbprint and everything, they start the process. And once they are done, you come and pick it. Usually takes 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You understand? But when I first did my passport, that day you collect it and be going. So they said that like to take 2 weeks before it comes out so that I should send my own passport when I get to Nsuka. I said okay. So my ex-husband now said okay that if I send my own passport to him that he'll forward it to the woman so the woman can start the process, like finish the process because already they've started the process, they've done the capturing and everything. So the woman can finish that. When the woman finish that, he will not be around. So that is his brothers that will collect it. And when they collect it, that they will do the way bill to me in Osaka. I said okay. So when we came back, I said, to be honest, my mind was just that I had doubts. I just said, send my passport, send my passport. This guy, I kept having doubt. I said, well, no problem, I'll send it. So when I got home, because we newly located to Nsukka that period, so everything was just scattered. I started looking for my passport. I did not see my passport. I searched everywhere. I thought so much that I had it in my bag. I did not see it. I did not see the passport. So after searching, I did not see the, which was why it affected my monetization at first, my AdSense pin when I at first because I didn't have passport to, he put in. I had to go and redo another passport. But that is a story for another day. So I came, I searched, I did not find it. Oh. And I called him, I told him, see, that I did not see the passport, that I've searched everywhere, that I did not see it. Maybe because of the relocation thing or something, that I did not see the passport. He said I should look for it. Don't I want the children to have their own passport just in case opportunity comes so that we can travel, that we'll travel. Don't I want the children to have passport? I said I want now. But now I cannot find it. Is there any other way they can let them do it with your own now? You are their father, let them do it with your own. So when they are done, you can send it to me. He said, that there's no way they're going to do it with only his own, that they need my own. I said, there's nothing I can do now until I do passport because I cannot find it. But if I eventually find it, then I'm still going to let him know. Fast forward to 2 years ago. Let's fast forward to 2 years ago. Remember, this one happened 4 years ago. So now fast forward to 2 years ago. So he came back. And when he came back, I did not know that he came back to come and get married. He did not tell me. So he came back and he said that I should bring the children as usual so that he can, spend time with the children, that he wants to spend 1 full week with the children. And then after that, I'll come and pick the children up. I said, okay. I have the videos on my channel too. So we agreed that he will come to Enugu because I insisted that he should come to Nsukka. That he has never been to all this while, me traveling all this while to come to Aba to come and drop the children. That he has never traveled, to come see the children. That he told that he should come now, come and travel and travel. That is not even safe all this time, every time on the road. Whenever he comes out, we'll start going on the road. There's no safe even for the children. If it's only me traveling, I love traveling, but it's risky with children. You understand that? Why don't he come at least for once and come pay for hotel, and spend time with his children? Remember, all this one I used to take the children to him. They used to spend time in the hotel, so it's not like he doesn't have money for hotel. When I take the children to go meet him, he will go and pay for hotel, and he and the students spend time in the hotel. You get when they are ready to go, they will come here and come and carry them and we'll go. So I said, hey, it's still the same thing. There's hotels here, big, fine, big, beautiful hotel. Pay for hotel. I'll bring the children. You and them will spend time, whether 1 week, 2 weeks, as much as you want. And then when you're going, I'll come and pick them. You go. So that they will not be on the road. That is not good. He said no, that he wants the children to come and meet him, that I should bring the children. I said, okay. So we are now finally agreed that he will come to Enugu. Me, I'll come to Enugu. Because I will not be the one leaving everything I'm doing every time he comes back. He will not tell me he's coming back. Oh, he only call me, I am in Nigeria now. I want to see my children tomorrow. Can you come tomorrow? I'm going to send you transport. And he will just send you that transport. He's not adding anything to it. Oh. You understand? So, yeah. So we finally agreed that he'll come to Enugu. So I brought the children to Enugu, Peace Park, Enugu. And they followed their father back to Abia State. So they were supposed to spend 1 full week with him. He came on a is it Sunday? Is it that Sunday or Monday? Because I'm not really sure whether sit at home Monday have started at that time. So it's either on a Monday or on a Sunday. So I brought them out and they left. They're supposed to stay till the next week Monday, right? Or Sunday at least, because it's 1 full week, 7 days. So but then they left on Monday, and then on Wednesday, he called me. And then he said that I should come, that he has something important that he wants to go and do. That I should come and pick up the children, so that he's traveling. That if I come and pick the children, that when he comes back, then I can now come and bring them back so that he can spend more time together before he now goes back. But there's something came up that is very urgent, that he has to travel, so I should come and pick the children up. I said, but this is Wednesday now. You said 1 week, and now the 1 week, you not even reach 1 week. This is Wednesday. I said I should come. I said, okay. Morning, I went to Aba. And then when I got to Umuahia, sorry, Umuahia. So I went to Umuahia because he was in Umuahia. So when I got to Umuahia, he said, okay, that he'll be bringing the children out in the evening. You understand? So that Thursday, I went to my auntie's place and I spent time with my auntie. And then in the evening of that Thursday, I went to the place where we were supposed to meet. So he brought the children at Choice Fast Food, the Choice, the one that is along Bank Road, that roundabout, somewhere there. So I went there and then he brought the children out. They were looking good. He bought really, really fine, fine things for them, fine, fine things, teddy bears and stuff. You understand? So look at the teddy bears. You get? They're my bed. If I hate him so much, this thing no go there for my bed. If I don't want him to have access to the children, this thing no go even there for my room. But my children uses it a lot, and I keep telling them, is it people's daddy that bought it to? Is it people's daddy that bought it to? I know why I'm saying all these things. I was there, and then they came in. So when they came in, the children were so happy, and I, carried them. They brought the things that he bought for them. So, but he had boxes, boxes, boxes that were packed. And I was wondering, this travel way, they travel way, carry all this boy. Remember, at this point, we're no longer together. The court has been dissolved the marriage, and he too has told me that we're not, you understand. So we are just co-parenting. I wasn't expecting anything from him. Me, my conscience, I knew I've tried. If you've not watched that video, please go back and watch it. So I wasn't, bothered or anything. But then I just noticed that he looked stressed. Somebody, why? He looked, I know him. So he looked stressed. And he looked the same way he looked the day he came back to come and marry me. Somebody that did everything to slim down and to look young. You understand? Somebody that did everything to slim down and to look young. And I was just looking at him. Something seemed weird and off. So I was just wondering in my head, why was he so stressed? Yes, he just came by. He's supposed to be relaxing. Why was he so stressed? So he carried the bags, the boxes, and load. He didn't leave the boxes. He went. So before I know, he loaded the boxes back into the keke, and then they drove off. And then I carried my children and I went back to my auntie's place because it was in the night. There's no way we could travel back that same day. So the following day, we just spent time with my auntie, went round Umahia, just the places and stuff. And then on Friday, Saturday, we entered uh vehicle coming back to Nsuka. I remember my sister didn't go alone, came back to Nsuka. And in my mind, I was just thinking, it was on Friday that we came back. Friday. Now, let me tell you why it's on Friday. Because I'm very sure it was because as of Saturday, I was in the house. So it was on Friday that we came back. So in my head, I was still wondering, that means he came and picked the children on Monday, called me Tuesday evening to come and pick the children. I went on Wednesday, picked the children Wednesday night, spent one full Thursday with my auntie, visited Omahia, looked around. Then on Friday morning, we came back home. So before 4, 6 in the evening, we were already in the house. So in my head, I was still thinking, why was he looking that way? He was looking exactly the same way he looked when he came to marry me. Why? You understand? Something just seemed off. So on Saturday morning, my people, we were just relaxing, having fun, chit chatting, doing our thing, looking at the good things that he bought for his children, which no pass clothes, shoes, you understand. So then that Saturday morning, I'll be Saturday afternoon. Somebody called me. I'm not going to review the person. Called me and said, have I heard? I said, heard what? He said, that I've not heard that my ex-husband is getting married today. Today? He said, yes. The person said, yes. I said, yes, so that he's getting married today. He's doing cultural marriage. Oh. He sent me the pictures. I said, wow, congratulations. That I didn't know. That I just met him yesterday. And he didn't even tell me that he was getting married. Oh. I was like, wow, really? No wonder he was looking that way. Just a lot of things started clicking. I said, oh, no wonder he even asked me to come back and come and pick these children. No wonder, no wonder. I started ticking a lot of boxes. I said, now wow, why didn't he even mention it to me? Like, I would have congratulated him. I know that I did not work. So, to be honest, I don't hold anything against him or anything since we'll be co-parenting peacefully. You understand? So I said, okay, no problem. Let me cool down and wait and see how long it's going to take him to tell me that he has now remarried. So I kept my cool. I did not ask him. I did not, because remember, he used to call normal. He would call the children to want to speak with the children. He said they should give me the phone, and and I'll take the phone. He'll ask me what did Mukama say, because he don't really understand what Mukama says. So what did Mukama say? I'll explain everything. I'll explain what Mukama said. This is 2 years ago. I'll explain what Mukama said. So you understand. So we were co-parenting. You understand, at least peacefully, not really peace, but I was trying to cope with his demands and everything. So now, after like 1 week, I guess he was on honeymoon, he did not call. And then on the second week, he now called and asked he now said, that I'm going to bring the children, that I should bring the children by weekend because he has just 1 more week to stay in Nigeria before he leaves. So that I should bring the children so that he can spend 1 week with them, before he travels back. I said, I said, but it's not safe now. Just last week now that I brought the children all the way to Aba, why don't you just come to Nsukka and spend time with your children? After spending time with your children, you go back. There's nothing serious, it's nothing big. You get? So you can go back. He said no, that he cannot, that he cannot come, that I should bring the children. I said, that to be honest, I don't want to go through that stress again. I don't have the strength. And besides, I'm not going to leave everything that I have doing. Immediately you call Fiam, I'll run on to come and bring the children to you. Then you come and see the children. After seeing the children, you go. You understand? And if you even come, it will be easier. You have more time to spend with the children without distraction and anything. But when the children comes, you have distraction because your family members will be coming, your friends will be coming. I know how they be now. Whenever he comes back, everybody, people that don't know that they existed when he's not around. I mean, when we were married, they don't know. But whenever he comes back, all of them, brother, sister, father, sister, the grandfather of the mother of the grand, all of them will come. So I know how it be. So it's even better you come to Nsukka, stay in the hotel, spend time, quality time, even if it's 2 days, you know that you spent that good days with your children, and then you go back. Unlike when they will come and they can't even spend one quality full day, even though it's 1 week with you. You understand? So it's better you come. He said, why will I say that? That me, I used to carry the children and travel. That why will he reach his turn? I cannot travel with the children again. I said that for the past how many years now, I've been the one bringing the children. The highest you've ever done is come to Enugu, and which is once. We came to Enugu, and I came to Enugu and dropped them off. The other times it's me always traveling to Nsukka, to Umuahia, traveling to Aba to come and see you, to bring the children to you. This once, why don't you just come to Nsukka and see the children? He said, like that I should bring the children. He said, well, he now calmed down. If his voice want to go up, he will calm down. If his voice want to go up, he will calm down, which is so unlike him. And in my head, I'm thinking, this man don't know that I already know that he has remarried. So I still kept my cool. So he said I should bring the children, and then he ended the call. Then after like a few hours, he called back again. He said, hey, how are the children? I said, they are fine. He said, hey, that Wokoma, that have I gotten the I think he wanted to buy medicine from Wokoma that time. I said, no, that I'm still waiting. He said, okay, that he's going to send the money so that I can buy the drugs for him. And that in fact, he wants me to buy malaria medicine, typhoid medicine, you understand, so that I can deworm them, give them general food treatment now that he's around. So that, if he goes, that he have treated them all these things, even though they are not sick. I said, yeah, that is okay, that is very good. He said, okay, that he will send the money. And I said, hey, I know that how far that passport, that did I later find out my passport? I said, that I did not find the passport though, but at this time, I found the passport. At this time, I've already done a new one, Steph. You understand? He said, did I later find the passport? I told him, no, that I've not seen the passport too, that I've not even done a new one. He said, but that his mind is telling him that I have that passport. I just don't want to give him. That do I want his money to lose? That I remember that we've already started the process. That I remember that we've already started the process now. That this is the second year now, it's 2 years now. And if after this year he doesn't get the document, our passport, to be able to print it out, that his money will lose. That do I want that I know how much he spent in order to get that this. And he even had to add extra so that the passport will come out fast. But now because of this my own passport issues now, that the thing is not coming out. I said, that I don't know what to do now. That I don't have passport. He was very nice, so unlike him. Said he mellowed down. So I said, I don't know what to do now. That I can't find the passport. So unless I do a new one. So if I do it, he said, that I have it, that I just don't want to give it to him. That it's not fair now. That his money will waste. Don't I want good opportunities for these children? I said, I want. Yes, don't I want us to, so that whenever we have opportunity to travel, these children can travel. That if anything happens now, that the children cannot travel because they don't have passport. I said, yes. So he said, that I should try and get, that his mind is telling him that I have that passport. Then I now asked him, if it was you, if it was me now that was begging you to please send me your own passport so that I'll be able to print passport for the children, would you send me? He did not tell me yes. He said, when that time comes now, that he's not, that he's the one asking now. So he's the one that is asking first so that I should help and do it. For the sake of these children. He was just making it for the sake of these children, for the sake of this. Answer me now. If I was one asking you now to send me your passport, let me print a passport, would you send me your passport? He said that he did not say me yes. He did not say no. He said that he's the one asking now, so that I should please. So the pretense became too much for me, to be honest. The way he was acting so nice, I knew that that's not him. I know him. That's not him. He can never be that nice unless he has a plan. So, and I said, is that why you got married and you didn't tell me? Toy! It was a bombshell. You can hear the silence. Oh God. Immediately I asked that question, he went silent for like 10 seconds. Because in his head, he did a private court marriage. Court marriage, oh. He did a private court marriage. And it was just few people that went. Some of his family members sef did not go. Some of them were not even aware. So he didn't know that there was any way I was going to find out, even if I will, that it would not be immediately. So he was shocked. But immediately he wanted to hold his shock, how shocked he was. He said, after waiting for like 10 seconds, and I said, his real voice now came out. Uh-huh. That is he supposed to tell me before he gets married? And I laugh. I said, no, I'm not saying you tell me I'm going to get married, though, but I feel like we both have children together. Because personally, the way me I see these things is, if I'm remarrying, the way I felt before, but no longer now, I felt that if I'm remarrying, he will have to know that I'm remarrying, for the sake of the children too. Because me, my overall goal is for the children. Because I would want the person I'm getting married to know that, yes, these children have father. I may not go do them anyhow. You understand? So I expected that from him too. I expected that he would tell his new wife, that he has children and children get murdered. And then tell me, I don't know if I'm expecting too much, people can still tell me in the comment section, but that was what I felt. I thought he was supposed to tell me that he's getting a wife, like he's getting married, so that I know that my children have a stepmother. So in those times when they have to travel to go meet their father, they know that they'll be meeting another person there. You understand? So I got provoked. That is he supposed to tell me? He really was not came out. Is he supposed to tell me? He's not supposed to tell me that it is me. That if I'm getting married, that it's me that's supposed to tell him first. Because he will not have any man train his children. I said, he said that he will not have any man train his children. So that it's me that if I'm getting married, that I will tell him so that he know that I'm getting married, so that he can take his children, because no man is going to train his children. I started laughing. I said, oh, wow, you still haven't changed. That no, that is me that I will have to tell him. I said, okay, that's why you got married now without telling me. That he doesn't need to tell me. That he doesn't need to tell me. So what am I saying about the passport? Are we doing the passport or not? Are we doing the passport or not? I said, I mean, I cannot send my passport. Oh. He said that he needs to do passport for his children, because if opportunity comes out that he's going to take his children and travel. I said, wait. You're going to take your children and travel? He said, yes. I said, okay. When you take the children and travel, is it with your new wife? He said, of course. Now, is he going to leave his wife for me? That he's now married. He has moved on. Irene, move on. I have moved on. I have now married. So I want to make papers for my children so that I can travel with my children. I said, okay. You travel with your children. Will I go with two people, like you, your wife, and the children? Me, as a mother of the children, am I traveling with two people? He said, no. Why will he take me? I said, okay, you take my children that are underage, they're still under my care, to complete your own family and then travel abroad with them. Oh, really? So that was your plan? He said yes, that his children, that anytime he wants to travel, that I should listen to him, that let him make it very clear to me now that if he's traveling, that he's taking his children with him. Because now if he's relocating to another country, that he's taking his children. So it was then that I realized that, this man had the intentions of taking these children. Let's say, first of all, I didn't know he was getting married. Secondly, he was subtly and stylishly getting me to make passport with these children, you know. And then after that, he will now tell me to bring the children to come and spend time with him. And then I'll bring them as usual. And then when I'll come back to come and pick the children, they'll not tell me that this man has failed out with my own children. Children. Hmm. Children with me. Children with me. I suffer born. All through when I was pregnant with Elena. From first month to from when they told me congratulations, you're pregnant. From when they told me congratulations, it's slightly positive. Till the time I gave birth to Elena. You did not see me. You did not even see me in pregnancy. Like real life, apart from video calls and all that. You did not see me live, pregnant, until I gave birth to her. Mukoma, I was 5 months gone when you came back to come and see your girlfriend. Because it was not me. You didn't tell me you were coming back. Okay, no, you told me you were coming back, but I told you there was no point because you came back 6 months ago. I be 5 months ago, because that was how I got pregnant with Mukoma. Then there's no point. Instead, send me that money, let me start business. There's no point coming back and to come and stay 1 week and then go. Spend all that money for nothing. But he insisted because he had plans. He was going to come and see his girlfriend. There's one girlfriend, like, so he insisted and he came back. So when he came back, my pregnancy was 5 months. There was no connection between the two of us. I remembered how many days, even though he was with me, I was crying. We were in the same house, in the same room, because I was in my sister's place that time because my first daughter, died that period, and we were looking for apartments, and I was living in my sister's place. So he came to that place. Hmm. I think I'm deviating. So what I'm saying is he only spent 1 week. He only saw me pregnant 1 week of Nkoma, and he left. And I gave birth to Nkoma. I nearly died. God died near my picking like this. And I gave birth in a health center. Somebody her husband is abroad. Somebody her husband is abroad. I gave birth in a health center. Health center. It was God that saved me. Because at 9 months I did scan and everything was fine. And then when it got to the time to deliver, complications out of nowhere started coming out. It wasn't up to a week I did scan. The last scan I did, everything was fine. And then boom, I started having labor signs. I entered labor room to give birth. Called all of a sudden, it came on. Like, hmm, you know how rope will tie somebody. You know how you tie somebody and match here. How do I explain this thing? Let me put this in mic. You know how if you want to tie something, if you get rope now, if you tie it and then you form a knot, you tie it, you match it, you tie it, you match it. That was how placenta, the cord that was holding me and my son, tied him on his neck, tied him, match it 3 times, tied him, match it 3 good times. So when I was pushing, I said, push. I kept pushing. This baby would do like he's coming out. Phew. The cord would pull him back. And this man wanted to take my children away from me. God. I kept pushing. I pushed. The baby was not coming out. I pushed and it was in a health center. It wasn't even in a hospital. So I, if anything went wrong and they decided to do operation, there was no tools, they didn't have provision for, and the roads are so bad in Port Harcourt Road that if they had decided to start transferring me to another hospital before road, I would die for road. If you know Port Harcourt Road that time, Bonsack, if people know Bonsack bread, you know that market that is in Bonsack, you know that health center that's inside that market. That was where I gave birth to my son, who come. So I pushed and pushed and pushed. It was not coming out. Pushed and pushed and pushed. It was not coming out. The woman who put hand. The woman who put hand. It was then she put hand. I said, there's something is holding this boy. You. Hey. She started praying. Say it's a lie. Then she just checked me now. Everything was fine. How come? The woman herself was surprised and shocked. How come? She said she told my mom. She was doing sign for my mother. She knew that I was alert. I was seeing everything. She told my mom that she should start praying. She should start praying. Because and it was in the night. She should start praying. That she should start praying. Me. I was already tired. I've been pushing. I was already tired. At this point, in my head, the only thing that was giving me concern was my mother and my pregnancy because my sister was also pregnant at that time. In my head, I was even saying, I'm tired. If it is time, let me cuckoo rest. The only thing they pay me now is say, Elena, they'll just start my daughter now because the father will come and take her. And they'll just take my daughter now and go and give anybody there. God. That's the only thing that was going on in my head at that period. My mother started praying. My sister started praying and shouting, say, they didn't even let me close. If I close my eyes, I'm open your eyes, opening your eyes. So the woman put her hand inside my body and loosed the first knot and removed it from his neck and asked me to push again. I pushed. It wasn't coming out. So, she put her hand again. I said, okay, there's still more knot too. She loosed the second knot and removed it from his head. Oh, this inside my body. I'm a human being. That was how they did the first time, did the second time, did the third time. Until they lose, did finish. And then my son came out. Cam. So when he came out, he was already weak. My woke up, ma. Ah, he was already weak. He didn't even cry. The nurse beat her well before he started crying. Did all those sucking because all these things have entered into his nose, entered into his nostrils. Everything was blocked. I started, sucking everything out, pressing him, beating him for him to cry until he finally cried. So when he cried, after like almost 30 minutes, my placenta now came out because placenta was another thing and I gave us another scare. Placenta did not get it to come out. Placenta did not get it to come out. My mother started praying. Anything we pass mother, no give me. I don't want that. Hmm? I would, if they like, bring 1 million, form, Abi, what is it, ask me to sign, I will not sign. Even if it comes with a huge amount of money, so if you sign now that you will not talk to your mother again, they are going to give you all the money in this world. Me, personally, I still will not sign. Because without her there, and my sister there, everybody for try finish. Tire, say they know they try again, I beg. No. But because they were there. So after everything, when the placenta finally came out, my mother, out of excitement, called him on the phone and said, "Hey, your wife has given birth to a son." Oh. To my shock and surprise, person away from death, they come back. What I heard is, oh. So I did not kill her again. Even the midwife turned and looked at my mother and looked at me like, who did people just, is it, who did they call? Anyway, let me mind my business. You know that kind of reaction. And my mother immediately removed it on speaker and then shifted. But the phone was my phone, so it was on record. I heard the call. I later listened to the call. He was telling my mother, so I did not kill her. So I did not kill her like my father killed my mother. So I did not kill her. Is that what somebody is supposed to say? Is that what somebody is supposed to say? Somebody whose wife just gave birth is supposed to say. Yes, we were having issues prior to that time. But at that point of a new life, is that what you're supposed to say? Anyways, I'm giving you this story so that you people know that all through the time I was pregnant, and I suffer. Now me pour my blood for floor, for ground to give him children. He was not there. He didn't even send me money. Yes, apart from the normal, regular ones. I did pregnant. I don't get money to buy maternity gown. I wear my mother's clothes. I was slim at that time. So my mother's clothes was a very good maternity gown for me. I didn't even have a good phone. So I don't even have pictures of all these pregnancies. It's my husband was abroad. I don't go to antenatal visit. I don't. I buy what's all those medicine. I buy it and I drink. If he wants to do me one good favor, he'll tell me to go to that his family friend and go and collect medicine. These are the things. Other women used to go to antenatal. The happiness of pregnancy is that at least that's the time your husband will be looking at your face. That's the time they get to be pampered. Time they get to ignore and leave you to do small shakara. For me, for where? I suffer. These 3 children were born. So, and then this man had the guts to stylishly convince me to release the children for him. God. So it was then that I said, and then called the children. They told me yes that they took pictures. That they took pictures with one auntie. That their daddy called them and they went and took pictures. My uncle said he was wearing suit. He forwarded the pictures to me. He was wearing suit, and then Lina was wearing that. She said she wore her white gown. So, and I started thinking, wait. So this man took my children plus his new wife. At the time, he never married him now. And then they went and had the photo shoot like as if they were a family. You get as if they were a family. And then if I had gone through with the passport thing, he gets the passport. There's no way lie send me that passport. It's a fucking lie. He cannot. send me the passport. I knew that he would not send me those passports if they eventually come out. I know. Initially, I thought they will bring it out immediately and I'll collect it, you understand, that day. But no, they will have to give it to him. If he will not send it to me, and I know definitely he will never send it to me. So his plan was that, get the family, so it would look like the woman is his wife and their children plus the passports. Boom. I bring the children, come and drop them off for him so that they can spend one last week with him, and then boom, they disappear into thin air. I'll ask this person, I don't know. I'll ask this person, no, call his number is not going. Hey, that was a plan you planned for me. But Jehovah passed you. Have you have you not noticed that every time you plan evil, every time you plan bad thing, Jehovah is always one step ahead of you. Which one is one step? 10 steps ahead of you, not me. See, I cannot fight you. You get money past me. Yeah. You get sense past me. You're older. You be man. Men are favored in this obodo now. I be woman. I no get strength to fight you. I don't. You no reach me. I be small care for where you dey. I cannot fight you. But the only person that will fight you is Jehovah God. He's the only one. You get power, you get strength. Channel him. Now only you and God get this fight, not be me. Who am I, man? And severally, he has been fighting this battle. Have you not noticed? He has been fighting it. Everything you've been doing, it still boomerangs. It still turns out wash. That's when you say that I'm a small girl. I don't know anything. I don't get strength. I don't get power. Come to my family, I don't get people. Yes, I have people. But one thing you'll always notice that God always makes a way where there's no way. When you left me in Aba, so that I'll be disgraced and be put to shame, God allowed me to go to the village. When you were seeing the videos of me in the village, you were laughing. In your mind, hey, you were laughing at me. I know. You even told me. From what you were saying, I knew you were laughing. You were like, you're the only shining light in my life. Now that Ebanyola touch piam. Look at me in the village, very dark. But what did God do? He sent somebody I don't know. I've never met that person, even till today. The person said, leave the village, go out. And I left. When I got to Nsukka, that first year was hell because I came to Nsukka, no money, nothing. And then my uncle fell sick and was hospitalized. Serious one on this one, maybe over the counter medicine where they buy. Serious one. What happened? I only took a picture of him and posted it on my YouTube. I said, YouTube, oh, my son is sick. Oh. I didn't even beg. Oh. I only said, my son is sick. Oh. What happened? Hey, welcome. Send me your account number. I paid hospital bill comfortably like a big woman. And I left. And when I left, I had change that we used to eat. After that, doors started opening. Small. Yes, I've not bought car. I'm not living in the kind of place I'd love to live. But I'm not where I'm used to be. Even, I'm not where I was when I was married to you. I am a lot better now. And the only thing that you know very well for a fact that I have in this whole wide world is these children. There were 3. One left. That one, not only God knows as he take waka. Me, I cannot say what I don't know. But all I know is that it's only God that knows. And it's only God that will judge. I have these 2. You say you have moved on with your life. Move on now. No. You still want to take these 2 away from me. You still wanted to take these 2 away from me. So that all my years with you would have been what? Futile. Ta. You know go work. Go di agwo. Ito bagodi ya n'ocean. Asịgo na etoba ya na desert. Asịgo na etoba ebe ụlọ ụlọ ọsọkwa iliri ya n'ala. Or in the air corner. It will never work. It will never ever work. You can never in this life, in the next life, in the past any life at all, take my children away from me. Lie. Not when it was my own blood that was poured. When my sister was giving birth to her children, all her children, her husband was there in the labor room. Yes, not inside the room, go, but in the vicinity, shouting and praying and screaming. Ah, ndị lụrụ di. You will hear his wife will be in the delivery room pushing and be hearing her husband's voice shouting and praying. That one alone, they give her morale to the push. So if the husband come back to the woman and say, I suffered, he suffered. You where they stay, you don't even know where it may be the maybe you don't even know when level started, you don't even know anything. They call and tell your wife has given birth. You now order drinks and give all your friends. Your powder, your wife, anything that I go through, you don't know. How I take get to where I get, you don't know. How the picking take come out, you don't know. What happen there, you don't know. Other men, in order to make up for their absence, will be very free handed and free spirited with their wives. Give freely. Now you, kagom like you, give me. Well, I don't want to start recounting all the things I went through in your hand. But listen and listen good. Now, guys, after he realized that I don't want, he couldn't get access, he couldn't get the children, he couldn't get the passport. He now told me to bring the children to him. I told him that I cannot bring them. That if he wants to come and see, if he wants to see them, that he should come to Nsukka and come and spend time with them. And then, but that me personally, I've been bringing them. That no, I cannot bring them. And since he's married now, that I will not be bringing the children. To inconvenience a new marriage. This new man make enjoy a marriage now. So if you want to say, after all, Davido, all these people, baby papa, baby mother, have children, they used to travel to go and see their children. It's not the children traveling to come and see you. Do you know that this man, because of that, refused to pay school fees for these children? He now asked me, okay, since I don't want to bring children, that what's the name of his student school? That I should send him the number of the number of the owner of the school. I should send him the number of the name of the school. When he started sending requesting for number of the owner of school name, I said no, because if I give him all these names now that he's requesting, and then tomorrow I'll go to pick my children off for school and they tell me, okay, their father came and took them. Their father came, he took them. They has been tooked. What will I say? Why is he all of a sudden requesting that I give him the name of the school, the name of even their website so that I can go online? I said, my people, that was how I refused to give him the name of school and the number, everything that I said I should give him, I did not give him. Have you seen the reason now? It's not like, yeah, I purposely didn't want to give him, or no. This is it. So I did not give him. He became upset. He said, okay, that since I will not give him the number of the name of the school and everything, that he will not going to pay their school fees again. That's how he stopped for 2 good years now. 2 years plus. Let me say 2 years, or they got 2 years. It's almost 3 years now. He stopped paying for their school fees, stopped asking for their health and everything. He doesn't call. This is the reason. Because I busted his plan. His plan did not work. You understand? That is the reason why he stopped taking care of his children. So, my people, I think I've cried enough. But then, what I want you to know is, if you want to speak to your children, you are free. The number is here. Always call to speak with your children. But stop lying and stop telling people that I refused. I did not refuse. You, me, and you know why it happened, and this is what happened. And then he stopped sending them. He will come. He has come back almost 3 times since that time. He doesn't buy anything for his children, but he claims that he buys that because I don't want to bring them to Aba, he doesn't want to send them. So he buy these things and keep them in his house or wherever, or dash it to people I don't understand. Or maybe he doesn't even buy at all. But he's claiming that it's me. That all the things that he's been buying for his student, all of them now, his student has grown past it because I've refused to bring his children to come and take the things. Now, how can I make shishi? So it's me that will bring the children to come. So you cannot come and see them yourself. Okay, you buy these things. That means you didn't plan to give it to them. Is it that you cannot do Webi? You cannot go to Peace Mark Mass and give it to driver and say, bring it to Nsukka so that I can go and pick it for your children. It's not me you're buying it for, it's the children. So you quotation maybe all these things you don't know. That is it though. That is how he almost stole my children from me. Children who I no steal from Mamo. I've never hid them from him before. Then him now used to style corny way to come and take the children away from me. Nafugo. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Ciao.